All right, looky here, Jack. Got Uncle Si right here, ready to teach us some math lessons. And right here, we're gonna create and interpret a line graph. We're gonna be doing W2 and W3. All right, let's go, Jack. All right, so Kelsey, before we break these graphs down even, we got to look at what's the title telling me to do. On the sides of our graphs, it's going to give us a ton of information, and you notice it still has X and it still has Y on here, and those skills are going to be used a ton when we're finding the correct information. Okay, number of shells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the days of the week. So if I read up here, the question is going to ask me, on which day did Kelsey find exactly 3 shells on the beach? So I got to go 3 shells. Well, on the bottom it doesn't tell me. That tells me the day. So I go over here, 3, 1, 2, 3. The only day that was Sunday. So I click on Sunday, find exactly, submit, yay. I go up on this one, a line graph. Now, the thing with line graphs, they're going to tell you information over an extended period of time. So line graphs are going to help you with showing time. January, February, March, April, May, so on and so forth. The last one, it was days of the week. Okay, it'll maybe be a time period. So when you're looking at these, usually you think of these like a person's a timeline, say, for a person's life. You guys deal with that with biographies. So for these, same kind of information. Average monthly rainfall in Miami. Okay, so Miami. Rainfall in inches, and then which months they were. So right up here, what is the average rainfall in January? Well, I go to January, I go over here, it says 2. So I go over to my spot here, I type in 2. Now if I looked at March, 2 as well. May, 6. July, 6 again. September gets higher, so it must rain a lot in September. Well, that makes sense. It's hurricane season, so they probably get a ton more rain during that time period. But for ours, January, 2. All right. Again, this one, these are years. Timeline, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so on and so forth. Games won by this girl's soccer team. We do pretty good here. So if I look at the soccer team, they had 4 wins. Then the next year, they almost doubled it, got 7. Not bad, right? Then they had a losing streak right here. Just things were falling off. Maybe new coach, maybe just new girls, didn't have enough girls, whatever the reason is. But then they dropped and dropped. And all of a sudden, whoomp, 2018 came along and they just started just tearing through it. So they don't give us an explanation why. But here, how many games did her soccer team win in 2016? 2014, 15, 16. Go to 16. I look over 3. Now the thing that you want to be able to make sure is that these numbers are in order sequentially, that they don't skip or anything like that. Sometimes they'll only put like 2, 4, 6, 8 or something. Or they'll say, each square represents, 5. Okay? Make sure you thoroughly look through the graph. But in this case right here, 2016, my X, I go up, 3 wins. Plug those in for 3. We'll do one more of these, and then we're going to move on to the second part of your assignment today. So 3 games. Wunderbar. Okay. This one has years again, and for this one, hockey games won by Crawford High. Okay, so number of games that they won, the years that they were playing right here, not so good. Then very next year, probably went from worst to first right here. But looking at it, did Crawford High win more games in 2019 or 2016? Which one, 2019 or 16? Well, there's 2019. There's nothing much below it, but I go to 2016. Well, 2016 they had 2 wins, and in 2019 they only had 1 win. Really lost a lot. So the question asks me, which one did they win more games? Well, they won more games in 2016. Okay. So now we're going to move on to W3. This was W2 on your assignment. Try to get 80%. We're going to go to W3, which is, I believe you're going to be making the line graphs. Creating them. W3. And again, if I look at this, the data, the table that's up here right now, is going to be an XY kind of chart. This will say number of times. Well, number of times. There's your Y. Notice it's the second number. And if I go to the side here, it's giving me my months. Well, this is going to be my X, and these are going to be my Y, if you want to think of these. Okay, now I know these aren't numbers necessarily, but it's data. It's information that I can use. So if I go about this, January, the number of times, it would happen 8. So January, I go up to 8. Notice I put a dot there. These aren't going to be bar graphs, which we'll eventually get to, because this is January to February. Those are days involved, so it wasn't like that. So now I go to February. February, I go to 10. So I go over to February, I go up to 10. March, I go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. April had 3. 1, 2, 3. And I want to make sure here that this bottom line is 0, which in this case it is, that all these numbers, it looks like I have them in the right order. And then I go to May, I had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The 7 line up. Yes, it is. Now, I could leave it like this, but I want to make it so that this has a timeline, this graphed on here. Okay, so now, oh, I should have just hit the buttons. They won't let me do that. So I go to 8. What was it? 8, 6. Then it was 3. 1, 2, 3. Then it was, 8, 10. Excuse me. 8, 10. Then 6. 8, 10, 6. Then it was April was 3. 1, 2, 3. And then May was 7. Over to 7 up here. And you go, and I should have written this out, my fault here. So go to graph. Yay, got it right. Okay. Aaron's, his favorite shoe store, used customer management software to track the number of shoes purchased for the year. Well, that's kind of cool. Use the data below. So I'm going over here in the years and then the pairs of shoes. Okay, that purchased by this kid named Aaron. Okay, I guess we keep track of how many shoes he bought. Mrs. Otto-Fisher could use this, right? She's not going to watch this. We can talk about it. It's cool. So this one, I go to 2010. Pairs of shoes, 5. 2010, let's go to 5. 2011, nothing. Didn't need any shoes or didn't grow or anything. 2012, go all the way up to 10. Now, if you notice, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, on the side over here, they go by 5s. So then I got to look. Oh, it's 10. 5, 10. The number corresponds. 2013, back to 0. And then 2014, back up to 5. And again, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 5 on the side. Looks pretty good. Got it? Awesome. So today's assignment, W2 and W3. You guys are going to be awesome. Can't wait to see how much your hard work pays off. Very proud of you guys. Keep it up, all right? See you, bye.